Welcome to Audio KonaJournal. Here's Kona with today's blog reading.
CPAC, Republican Hate Rodeo.
National Harbor, Maryland.
If you turned the TV on a few days ago and were somewhat surprised to see Jeb Bush addressing a Klan rally, your misconception is certainly understandable. You were, in fact, witnessing his address to the Conservative Political Action Conference, or CPAC, where conservative Christians go once a year to embarrass Jesus. CPAC is like an annual Republican hate rodeo, with competitors comprising a vast slate of far-right extremists and a handful of escapees from the local hospital for the criminally insane, with a combined 0% chance of ever being elected President of the United States. But that's not the point. The objective is to hurl as much slander, lies, hate, and big chunks of raw bloody meat to the rabidly slavering, cheering audience as one can before the bell rings. This year's contestants did not disappoint, although many of them seem to mistakenly believe that President Obama is running for a third term. However, some of the smarter ones sensed that it would be instead Hillary Clinton they would be vying against, and so reserved their venom-infused spittle for her. The prolonged event was not lacking in highlights, with racism, Islamophobia, anti-immigrant fear and loathing, Obama bashing, and exuberant warmongering setting the tone. There were also several flat moments, from the ever-frothy Rick Santorum's failed birther stand-up routine to Governor Chris Christie's increasing inability to appear to be anything but a turd in a suit. But there were many standout moments. Here's some that caught our attention. Governor Scott Walker impressed the white Christian audience with his pledge to launch another crusade to wipe the last infidels from the face of the earth. Aside from this plan to end unions once and for all, he also wants to kill as many Muslims as possible. Governor Bobby Jindal echoed Walker's desire to kill a whole lot of brown-skinned people, himself excluded, of course, and vowed to fuck the poor in his desperately poor and unhealthy state even harder by repealing Obamacare. Senator Ted Cruz did a remarkable Senator Ted Cruz impersonation and talked about liberty, while desperately trying to conceal a growing Woody. Dr. Ben Carson, who is this election season's Herman Cain, delighted white Republicans with talk of real freedom. Carson, every bit the quisling as 999 Cain, is a standout in the party for being as batshit crazy as the former pizza magnate, but with a degree of gravitas that comes from having the title of doctor instead of uncle in front of his name. Note, Carson should not be confused with those little round coin-like objects one inserts in a subway turnstile. Phil Robertson, the only person in the room who would actually look up if someone screamed, "Doc!" blamed all sexually transmitted diseases on people that used to look exactly like he looks now. Hippies. Governor Jeb Bush, who bust in his own cheering section, discovered to his dismay that simply inserting people into the audience wearing "George Who" t-shirts would not save him from a wing of the party that sees any sign, however minute, of something akin to humanity as equal to demanding they turn in their guns and marry the guy sitting next to them. It was, however, Senator Rand Paul who won the day, and his third consecutive, much coveted and completely irrelevant straw poll. Paul pushed all the right buttons, calling President Obama a girly man, droning on about freedom, making sweet, sweet love to the Constitution, and blaming Hillary Clinton for Benghazi. He did everything but sing the Star-Spangled Banner while dry humping the Liberty Bell. So now we know. It will be Rand versus Hillary in 2016. Just kidding. Jeb will get the nomination. Those t-shirts are the nuts.